Hi, I'm Morgan. This is the 1000 Scenes Project, and improviser number 44 of 1000 is Chris McKeever. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Morgan, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, thank you for doing it.
I'm excited to be a palindromic number.
It's a attractive palindromic number,
Yeah.
44. Our suggestion, randomly generated for the scene, is employer. Employer. Uh, I got to be honest. Your resume looks like exactly what we're looking for.
Oh, that's really good news. I It's between you and me. I could really use a job.
Oh no, I mean, between you and me, I could really use not interviewing anybody, else, because that's been like a long process. It's funny. Of course, the perfect candidate comes in after we've interviewed 100 people.
You interviewed 100 people.
Oh yeah, well that was hyperbole, but yeah, like 80 something.
Holy cow! And you didn't find one person who was good enough for this quality assurance position.
Oh, it's not a question of good enough. It's just like the right fit. It's a pretty specific role within a pretty specific company. So your resume lines up 100%, though.
Wow. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like you haven't done like more than a year anywhere prior.
No,
In
I
a
jump
previous
I jump
position.
around a lot.
Right, and that's perfect for here.
I
That's
ride the rails, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like a hobo, like a hobo. That's
Yeah.
exactly that's perfect. Yeah, because you're not going to want to stay here more than a year. So if you're the type who's like looking for like one of those 1950s career for life kind of things, that's not here. So
I'm
this is
sorry.
perfect.
Why? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I was like ready to settle down here. I thought this sounded good, but I mean,
Oh,
I'm used to it.
you're
I'm used
used to it. That's
to moving
big. That's
around.
big.
But why would someone not want this job for more than a year? It seems
Oh, I
like
don't know. It's not necessarily that they wouldn't want the job or that we wouldn't want them in the job. It's more a combination of the two. But it's good that you're used to it because, like, a lot of the people, sometimes the people do not want to leave, and they're just, there's tears, and it's this big emotional thing, and it's really hard for HR to be like, oh, you have to get out of the building, no, no warning, just get your stuff and get out. So,
have you? I ass- I assumed that this was like a new position at your office. It's
it
not.
feels like it, yeah. I mean, because it's such a constant, revolving door.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's probably not going to stop me from taking it, but I am a little hesitant now.
Oh, okay. Well, if there's anything I can do to sell it to you, I mean, again, you do seem to be the perfect candidate looking at this resume. You played high school football, it says under.
Mm-hmm. JV.
Yeah. Oh, JV.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get hit pretty hard in JV?
Sure, you get hit as hard as any other full contact sport.
Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly
You're
yeah,
looking.
that's exactly what we're looking for.
Your
So.
quality assurance position requires people who have been hit hard or concussed.
It doesn't. It's not listed as a requirement in the description, in the job description. I've been lobbying to have it listed, but it is. I mean, it's a de facto requirement. It's helpful for the position. Let's say that.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty good at. I'm pretty good at like making programs break, which I assume is kind of
Oh
the.
yeah, that's the technical description of the position. Absolutely, that's a huge part of it. You have a couple of different positions that are like task-wise lining up completely with what we have in mind. That's just one piece of the puzzle, though.
I just need to. I just need to be clear on this. Am I going to get hit physically at
Oh
this
yeah,
job?
absolutely. You're gonna get full-on body slammed pretty regularly.
What could possibly help me understand?
Okay, you're kind of freaking out a little bit. Don't blow this. You got this.
Look, I'm a rough and tumble kind of guy. I've lived everywhere, moved around a lot, but like I'm getting
Exactly,
old.
like a hobo, like a hobo.
Yeah, like a hobo.
Right.
But like,
we should be just put out a big ad saying hobos wanted. In a way, rough and tumble hobos wanted, but they'll never let me do that because I guess it's not PC or something. I don't know.
you don't. Okay, so the perfect candidate for this job is a hobo.
Oh well, like the perfect candidate would probably be like somebody who knew how to, as you say, break programs, figure out what's wrong with them, iron out the bugs, and also was like a rodeo clown. I think that would be the perfect candidate. But there's so few rodeo clowns, and most of them, honestly, are rodeo clowning. So I think hobo is more.
I'll tell you, I've never been more worried about having rodeo clown on my resume than I am right now.
You were only there for a month, so I took that as like it was like a summer thing, or
yeah, it was just one of the other clowns was penetrated pretty bad by one of the bulls, and they just needed someone to like step in, and I happened to have gotten off the train in that town, and it was just like the right place, right time.
Right, that's great, perfect. Yeah, but again, like I almost didn't even look at that just because it was of the short length of it. Like it almost to me says like, oh, he wasn't up for being a rodeo clown.
Oh, I'm up for anything. I'm gonna take this job.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, good. It's good that you're up for a challenge. I do have to ask you a question, and you do need to be honest with me.
Okay.
It's just for legality stuff, legal stuff. How many concussions have you had in your lifetime?
Ugh.
Ballpark.
Oh, jeez. Well, after you have 5 or 6, you stop being able to count them. Because one will just like knock the memory of another one out.
Right. No, it's minor. Yeah, I understand that does happen.
So, the closest.
If you had to pin it down, though, would you say between like 10 and 15, 15 and 20?
Again, it's really hard to say. The most accurate I can be is 5 to 6. That being said, those 5th and 6th ones may have knocked hundreds out.
Okay, this could be a slight problem. We will need you to sign something saying that you've had less than 25 concussions.
5 or 6. 5 or 6 is what I'm going to say.
Okay, so penalty of libel. I mean, it's not actually legally liable, but I could get in big trouble if I coerced you into being dishonest about it. But you're sticking to the story, 5 or 6.
Well, medically, that's all that can be proven, right?
Yeah, medically, that's all that can be proven.
If they're gonna use that like memory extractor, they're only gonna find 5 or 6.
Right. Well, that's another thing. Are you okay with memory extractors?
Oh yeah.
At the end of the position, you fine with not having any memory of what's taking place over the last however many months you last?
Oh, I prefer it.
That's great. I should have asked that right up front because a lot of people have trouble with that.
Yeah, no,
you're the perfect candidate. Possibly the perfect candidate. I'm sorry. There was one thing. I was looking at your special skills.
You're really taking me on a roller coaster here, man.
Oh, so you're comfortable with being on roller coasters?
Oh yeah, love them.
Okay, not strapped in or anything. Just standing up, totally untethered to the.
Answer me this, fat cat.
Oh sure.
What kind of pussy needs to be strapped into a roller coaster?
Good. I thought you were going to object to it. We don't want to use that language. That's one thing that will not fly.
Strapped in?
Just FYI. No, the P word you used. It's a derogatory term. Linux? Are you comfortable in a Linux environment working?
Oh yeah, that's all I code in.
Okay, well then you know what? I'm gonna pass the resume along. I think that I can't say it's 100%, but 5 or 6 concussions. Yeah, you're in.
Can I sleep in the atrium?
Yeah, actually that's mandatory.
Oh, good.
And as you're passing through, you might want to introduce yourself to some of the other gentlemen who are just sort of lying around in the atrium. They'll be some of your coworkers.
I saw them. They seem
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. There's a lot of people mistake them for hobos or homeless men when they come in. They're like, "Why are you allowing these people to sleep in your lobby?" And they don't realize that they're employees. But you'll be seeing a lot of them in the arena, so that'll be fun for you to meet them ahead of time.
You know what? I had some hesitation at the beginning of this, but I gotta tell you, I am ready to beat some ass and break some programs.
It made me very happy. I'm glad I don't have to interview any more hobos. Nothing against hobos.
Don't ever do it.
Don't ever.
Don't ever interview anyone.
Don't. You're saying you mean after you I won't need to, or what do you?
Right.
Okay.
And don't.
Because sometimes I don't know if this is a stereotype, but sometimes my experience with hobos is they'll look at you and threaten you in really non-specific ways. I thought that's what that was, but that was just you saying don't interview anybody more because you want the job. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, but it's not hyperbole. Don't ever interview anyone.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get used to it eventually. This whole threatening stare thing. Yeah. Again, you expect a call from. Do you have a phone, or is there a payphone that you can be near to get a call officially about the job? Or?
I'll tell you, 95% of the time I'll be at that Burger King.
That same Burger King.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We'll call you right now. Sorry?
The Burger King where we met?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, then we will either make a call to the payphone outside the Burger King or send a representative over to come and throw you into the van.
Cool.
Thank you so much for coming in today. Again, such a huge relief.
No
more hobo interviews for me for another 9 months. Ever. We'll see. We'll see. Blackout.
Do I do it? Do I have to do it too?
Oh yeah, we both have to do it. It's like a high five with our fingers. Thank you so much, Chris.
That was weird.
No, that wasn't weird. A lot of people think they're weird after they finished. They're not weird.
No, it was
good. Is there anything I can plug for you in the description of this video?
I would go with the video, the Quetzalcoatlus video.
Very funny video, fun and funny. I'll put a link to it in the description of the video. Everybody should check that out. It needs to go viral, and it's had 2 years to do so, and it's inexcusable that it is not. Thank you so much, Chris, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you, man. I had a good time.
Me too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.